Well, welcome everyone. Yeah, just to invite you to breathe with me and at your own pace. It feels good to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Like with everything else, if your nose is stuffed up or you need to breathe through your mouth or trust your own inner guidance. You take a moment to, as you breathe deeply into your belly, look around, take in your own surroundings. Mm, can be kind of a weird thing to do, but it can be very soothing to the nervous system to look around and just check and make sure that there's safety, especially if you're at a place where you want to close your eyes. And with that as well, just see what your inner guidance is saying today. If you want to have eyes open or closed, if you're going to have eyes open, would recommend that you just allow your gaze to be soft and downward and tune into what your body is needing today as well. Maybe there's some adjustments or a little bit of stretching you need before. So, really listening in and seeing what you need before you begin your practice today. Tuning in, asking the body, how does your body want to be situated for this meditation today? Really giving permission to yourself to be comfortable, to be at ease, however that looks for you today. Tuning into the sensations of breath in the body. So feeling as the cool air comes in through the nose, feeling the air as it goes down, fills the belly, fills the lungs. And then the softening of the body as the breath moves out. As you tune into being right here, right now, just noticing what the body is saying, noticing sensations as they move and shift. And seeing if you can allow your body to show up just as it is today. Noticing any ways you're disallowing parts of the body And then seeing if you can open up your awareness a little bit more to allow in, maybe even welcome in all of the different parts of you that are showing up today. Maybe there are emotions present, maybe there aren't. Seeing how that might be showing up in your body, in your mind, in your heart. Seeing if you want to, first of all, if you want to allow the emotions and, really trusting the wisdom if today it feels like you need to compartmentalize a little bit. Really trusting in the inner wisdom of your being. So we're not going on some digging expedition, just noticing what's here right now, what's accessible in your awareness. And noticing how your mind is showing up today. Seeing if you can quite literally witness your own mind. Mind can be a little sticky and tricky sometimes. At least mine can. And seeing if, without pushing anything away, if you can just be with, be here with your thoughts, noticing as they move through, noticing if there are particularly grabby ones that, you want to maybe loop with. Not making that wrong either, just noticing it. Mm, Potentially using the breath as an anchor, connection to the present moment, keeping the breath in your awareness as a way to be in the present moment and also as an ally. If you're holding hard stuff today, seeing if the breath can be your ally, seeing if you can breathe into the difficulty, seeing if you want to turn towards rather than possibly walling off or pushing away parts of you. And also trusting that inner wisdom that some days we need to do that. We need to wall off those parts. I'd invite you to start to notice the parts of your body that are physically contacting the furniture or the floor. So maybe your legs or your feet, your back. Just really tuning into the back body, the part of you in contact with the ground or the furniture that's in contact with the ground. Leaning into this sense of being held by gravity, feeling the pressure of and the groundedness of being in a human form in this moment. As you connect with the parts of your body that are touching the ground or the furniture, maybe calling to mind a time in nicer weather where maybe you could be barefoot or you could be in physical contact with the earth, maybe on the grass or in a lake or in a river or on the sand. So remembering what that feels like to be in physical contact with the earth. And as you remember that direct body to earth contact, perhaps imagining roots growing out of your feet or your back body or your low spine or the above. And imagining your own energetic roots growing down into the earth, contacting, connecting with this source of nourishment, this mm, feminine energy, this Mama Earth that is quite literally holding us with her gravity, nourishing us with her wild trees and nature and rivers and lakes and oceans. And as you imagine your roots growing down, you might imagine breathing in breathing up from your roots, just like a tree, breathing in the nourishment, the grounding, the nurturing that this planet is offering. Just breathing it in. Maybe even asking yourself, asking not just your mind, but asking your body, your heart, your soul, what do I want most for myself today? What do I need or want most? Just seeing what bubbles up from this space, almost like this inquiry of what am I wanting for myself. It's like dropping a pebble into the pool of your consciousness and seeing what ripples outwards. So the mind may come up with words, the body may have sensations, there may be images, colors. Just really tuning in. What am I wanting for myself today? You know, is it connection? Is it peace? Sense of belonging, trust, confidence? What are you wanting for yourself? And as you imagine, maybe one of these states that capacities like self-trust, as you imagine what you want for yourself, even if it feels like you have no idea how you're going to get there, beginning to imagine what you might feel like if you had more access to this desired state, whatever that is for you: peace, belonging, connection, surrender, trust, all these big words that mean different things to each one of us. Love. And imagining what would it feel like if you already were inhabiting more of that state. If you could just breathe it in, what would that feel like? And as you come more into contact, perhaps, with what you're really wanting for yourself, maybe you begin to imagine that you can breathe in and up through your roots that are deeply connected into the earth. And you can breathe in this particular flavor of exactly what you're needing, whatever that is. Imagine that you can breathe it in from all around you, from the earth. And as you breathe it in, it enters your being. And as you breathe out, imagining this quality of peace, of love, of belonging, whatever it is, traveling to all of the cells of your body, your physical body, your energetic body, all of the layers of you infused with exactly what you need. Maybe you see it traveling through your body, lighting up each cell with exactly what you are needing right now. Inviting the body to soften and receive the nourishment. If you wish, continuing with the visualization that resonates for you, or releasing it and just being with yourself in this moment, watching, witnessing as phenomena arise and pass away. All the phenomena, all of the thoughts, beliefs, judgments, all of the sensory material, the sounds, the sensations, colors, smells, all the sensory information rising and passing away. All of the emotional phenomena showing up as body sensations or thoughts, just a feeling, and also watching as they rise and fall away, connecting to that which is not rising and falling away, connecting with this part of your consciousness that is the seer, is the one who is witnessing all of the changing phenomena of being a human. And again, when the phenomena of the mind especially pull you out of the present moment, just noticing that, witnessing that too, and just coming back, maybe riding the wave of the next breath back to the present moment, continuously coming back to right now, just this moment, just this one breath, just this one moment of awareness. Noticing mm, when you get lost in a thought, a story, seeing if you can just bring some gentle witnessing, maybe even some lightheartedness, and just noticing how human you are. Mind wanders, of course, that's what it does. Mind comes up with interesting stories, interesting ideas. Mm, lose connection with the present moment and eventually notice that and then come back just right now. Let's practice together in that way, inviting this gentle, in the moment, non judgmental awareness of the present moment. As you continue to breathe, continuously coming back to the present moment again and again, tuning in once more to what you're really wanting for yourself. And perhaps now imagining that you have more self trust, more self confidence, more peace, love, belonging, whatever it is that you're really longing for. So much so that as you breathe it in, now you can breathe it out as well, sharing this state or capacity with everyone around you. Breathing it in and breathing it out. Receiving care and nourishment from the earth, from the world around you, and then sharing it. And noticing if there are any parts that come up in this context that you're disallowing or you're telling yourself are parts of you that you have to get rid of, parts that maybe you are not proud of or you've relegated to the shadows. In my experience, that doesn't really work. We can blame and shame parts of ourselves and push them away, and then invariably they pop out, probably more so when we're not allowing them. So just seeing if there are any parts of you that you're disallowing that maybe you might have the intention, you might have a sense that maybe it's time to welcome them back in. And sometimes I imagine all these disowned parts, all these parts I've been ashamed of, kind of as like me, different me's of different ages. The me at 21, the me at 3 years old, and this whole host of yous, this whole host of different parts, just kind of all hanging out in there and seeing if you can maybe just begin to start to breathe them back into your heart, welcoming yourself home. And of course, it's the parts that we're disallowing in ourselves that then we project onto other people and push away in others. So that which we can be with, that which we can welcome home, then we're going to be a lot more compassionate and welcoming when we see that in other people. It's breathing with your life, breathing with what's right here and now. I invite you, if you want to, tone with me, if you want to make sound, the sound Om together, this primordial oneness sound. So, in a moment, I invite you to breathe deeply into your belly, and on the exhale, making the sound of Om, and really tuning into the frequency, the vibration of your own Om as it moves through your body. You're feeling how it vibrates the inside of you, tuning into that, whether you decide to make the sound out loud or not, imagining if you're silent, the inner vibration that the sound of this unity, this oneness might make within you. So breathing in. Om. 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 May the fruits of our practice spread outwards in all directions and help to end the suffering of all beings everywhere. Invite you to even just take that quality or that state that you're nurturing in yourself and maybe even just blow it into your hands as sort of like a wish for yourself, maybe for others, and then blow it out into the universe. Mm, mm, mm. Thanks for being with me today. Thanks for taking the time to feel into yourself, allow yourself as much as you can. And yeah,